Greetings Capricorns and a warm welcome to you. This is your May 2021 reading. The way I am doing the readings this month, because I don't think I will be able to complete all 12, is the highest number of views from the previous month's readings that I uploaded. They'll be the first ones off the rank for this month. So do check your moon and rising sign if they eventually get uploaded. If not, focus on this as being your main input of message. So May sees us move into lots of planets in the realm of Taurus. So that's a very grounded energy, just like yourselves. And I think it will give us the opportunity to take time to feel some of the opulence, if you like, and the peacefulness and the strength that the Taurus energies give off to us all. So you guys are very similar in that nature. You're very grounded. You have this slow burning strength of determination and goal oriented directions for your future. So I think this can be maybe not necessarily impounded, but increased in this month of May. So there are good positive opportunities coming. Yes, we're still in a very tumultuous times and there's lots of background energies going on, some of which are karmic related. So some of the journeys we're traversing through at the moment seem to have ties relating back in time, like past lifetimes or even past times in this current timeline. Anyhow, I've done some intuitive work for you before we start the reading, and yours was rather interesting. You got a specific message from an archangel energy coming in, and this particular archangel is Zechariah. Now, interestingly enough, the message was to relieve past experiences, both good and bad, and to teach you how to forgive yourself and others, to let go of memories and old behaviors attached to negative experiences that no longer suit you. So a mantra for you could be, I attract and seek out happiness for the future, and utilize the vibration or the background, kind of like celestial raising of energy field or vibrational morphogenic field for yourself through this vibration of Zechariah, who seemed to want to come in to give you Capricorns that message. So it's a very powerful way to walk into the month of May, to have this backing from an archangel. And you know, depending on how you perceive archangels to be, we have immortalized them, if you like, into beings that we can literally understand in our mind's eye. But in essence, they are an energy field, and each of those archangels give off a certain energy field that will help in certain directions, or give protection or positivity or uplifting or solving problems. So this particular energy field that is coming to you from the white light celestial higher realms is this Zechariah energy. So let's get into your reading and see what pops up through the cards. Remember to utilize that protective, powerful energy that is seemingly healing past issues that might be trauma for you and may be karmic related as well. We're using this Morgan Greer Tarot deck. This is the John Holland Spirit Messages, and this is a Doreen Virtue Healing Therapy deck. So we'll move these ones aside for now, and we will start with this. This is for Capricorn for May 2021. I'm just going to move this a little bit. What's in store for Capricorn May 2021? What would you like them to know, see, or understand, so that we can find out what we are working with, where you are headed, who might be around, background stuff going on. They're definitely shuffling themselves well here. Okay. That one's come out, it's reversed. It was actually the third out, so I'm going to go that one, the Four of Swords. That one I think was that way. The Hierophant. The Hierophant's been out a little bit lately. The Emperor as well. 2 4s and a 5. So 4 might be a relevant number for you somehow in this month of May. There's another 2 that have come out. The 8 of Swords and the King of Pentacles. just see if there's anything else coming for you guys. So 2 major arcanas right together. That Emperor reversed, he is often about Aries energy and the month of April. And of course, we're just moving out of the month of April. So it could be something that takes you back into April, or something that happened in or around April that will be moving into May or is playing a key role. For some of you, it could be things like contracts that may have come up, or big government departments or places, or keep thinking of contracts or things that you signed or wanted to sign. They may be that you go back and redo it or review it or go back over it, or it's brought back to your attention. This came in on the side, which means it's not really fully disclosed yet. It's still making its mind up, but we'll put it that way. That's the 2 sets of pentacles that came out together there. The King of Pentacles is yourself to a T. That's the earth sign king energy, and often very good around finances or has a financial stability, and that 7 next door to it is really emulating that. Although because it came on the side, it might be suggesting that your finances are slowly building somehow, and this could be through a career, and that they are just coming into their, like, feeling satisfied with them or feeling safe with them, and they're just starting to show a dividend one way or another. So the Page of Swords is the last card out. So 2 court cards here, a king and a page, so an older and a younger possibly person, an earth sign like yourself, and an air sign possibly. Then we have 2 more swords up here as well, the 4 of Swords and the 8, and this Page of Swords as well, and this reversal. So I'm thinking for yourselves, there is some sort of discourse or communication, or maybe going back into the past, which is what that angelic message was all about, going back to forgive yourself. Stop beating yourself up about things that you may feel you haven't done right, or that you didn't approach right, or that they have popped back up in your life or are going to pop back up. That could be about letting it go, or ticking it off, like ticking the karmic lesson off. There might have been something in an experience or a situation that you needed to continue learning, so it might come back to represent itself because you haven't quite finished it off. We're seeing a lot of this going on, and this could be in many different realms for you. It could be in relationships, it could be in a career, it could be in a belief system, it could be in an authoritarian system that is governing your life or has governed your life. I'm rushing into all these cards because I feel like there's so much coming from them. They're telling me so much, but it's a little bit hard to slow it down. So let me try to come back bit by bit to deliver something from each card, starting with this one on the left up here, which of course is the 4 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords can mean take a rest, slow down, rethink something, because this is the swords coming into the mind area. So it can literally mean being overloaded in the mind, feeling a bit stressed. You may have a lot on your mind. You may be going through a lot of processes about learning, operations, upskilling, upspecking. You may have issues that are just coming in, like, how do I do this, or what do I choose, or where do I go, or why did I end up in this position? How do I get out of this? How do I get better? How do I move forward? It feels to me like your mind is going bing, 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 bing. There's all this stuff going on in the background trying to assimilate answers. And maybe that's why I'm talking so fast, because I think there's a lot going on in the back of some of your minds. So take a rest, take some time out. Do some meditation. Go within yourself to find a lot of your answers, because that is where you will, get the power from. That's where you may see with more clarity and insight. Some of you may also have things that happen in and around your head in this month of May, or your neck and shoulders. You may have headaches, you may have eye disturbances. Some of you may have a surgical procedure. Sometimes this is for, beauty or appearance, and sometimes it's an already pre-booked surgical thing. It might be to do with teeth, for instance. It can also mean going away on a retreat with someone that you really enjoy, and it's quite a romantic liaison, and it can bring partnering or couples together in a close, intimate manner. It's also the possibility of conception and fertility, this particular card over here. So we come next to the two big, meaty cards in the middle, the two major arcanas, one of which has an agate sitting on the top of them. And they're both about laws and doing things in the right way, and, authoritarianism and big corporations or churches or government systems. They're the kind of the backbone of society and how it's been ruled and governed for many millennia. But we see the Emperor upside down. And in fact, we know globally that things are changing, and that the big corporations and systems that had been in place for millennia are starting to fall as the new age of Aquarius comes through, and we all as individual humans and as a collective conscious want change as we move forward. So some of these fundamental institutions are beginning to pale. We're not interested in the way they worked anymore, and we're wanting to see the change. So this could be something that's going on here within these two cards right next to each other. The Hierophant is traditionally the church. He's the archetype of the symbology of power and doing the right thing and being morally ethical and everything else. He holds two fingers up, and there are two keys at the base of his lap here. So I often think he is about opening doors, and sometimes it's timing issues because he's holding the two up. Is it 2 days? Is it 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years? Or are two people involved? Or is this the likes of night and day, light and dark, male and female, yin and yang, balance? So there's something in the Hierophant that you have to go within in your own mind to establish what that message is telling you. It could be saying, don't buck protocol. Give it time to see something come to completion. Follow through in a moral, ethical code. Dot your I's and cross your T's. This could be the door, these could be the keys to unlock something that you've been looking for, and it could be career related or finance related, or your soul's evolution, or spiritual, or money, or finances, or relationship. It's an open door at the moment. Even though it's closed and locked, it's locked because we can't quite see in, but technically it's an open door for where this could be taking you. So the reversed Emperor, he often means an Aries person. He often means March or April. Sometimes he's like a mentor or an accountant or a legal person, a lawyer. This could mean that you are going back over something that he may be associated with, or something that you tried to do back in March or April, or even possibly a year ago around about that time. So it might be that it needs re-looking at, changing around, up-speccing. It might be information that was given to you back then that could be pertinent now. It could be a person you met back then who comes back on the scene. It could also be that this person has been trying to be controlling, and the control is slipping away. So somehow you might be coming into your own, or you're standing up to their quite, sort of aggressive behavior. Sometimes they tend to be a bit of a dictator. The Emperor with his sword out, he's sort of like, do as I say, but not as I do. So maybe you're standing your ground. But right next to all of this kind of big authoritarianism or globalism or corporatism or structure is an anxiety card, and over here is also framed a bit in anxiety. So it sort of feels to me as if, are you trying to break free, or is there something that creates anxiety around this paradigm or this paradox of where these are headed, or the energy that they're giving out to you? These two really do represent a similar message, and I think even more so in this reading. It's about not being afraid and not letting your mind overtalk you and creating self-blocked fears. It's about taking this blindfold off, and notice on this one too, the eyes are also they can't see through that helmet particularly well. So somehow in this reading there's something about not being able to see or feel or hear the messages that are coming your way because you're a little bit trapped in fear. You're worried about something, about taking a step forward or taking a step out of something, or freeing yourself up from something that's been limiting you or holding you back, or not allowing your freedom because you feel as though you haven't unlocked the doors. You can't get to the keys. And this person or this thing or this hierarchical system seems to be holding you up some way, and maybe it's going to take you 2 months or 2 weeks or something to sort through this, to break free from the hold, to allow it to slip away so that you can break free of your own binds and fears and step into your next movement forward. And this is where that Archangel Zechariah may come into it about, it says, I let go of memories and old behaviors attached to negative experiences that no longer suit me. I attract and seek out happiness for the future. So this could be a big message for some of you who have been too afraid to take the move forward, stuck in a position or a place or a feeling or a relationship or an attitude, and stopping your life from being freer. Because I know, Capricorn, you can quite often be bound in a certain way or structure and kind of limit your perspectives to a goal. You often have a goal in your picture, in your mind, as to where it should be or how it should go. And if it doesn't go that way, then I think you feel constricted and you get more worried. So it's about allowing more freedom for your journey forward, and perhaps allowing more freedom without restrictions from your own guidance, and being open to change in direction and going with the flow, because there's plenty of success out there. And then we come down here to this line, if you like, the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. These three on this different line do have a bit of a different feeling. There is more balance in here. There's more seeming positivity with the King in the upright position, holding his gold coin, feeling very satisfied in life and feeling as though he has done well to get where he is. It could also be someone you meet, an earth sign like yourself or an earth sign rising. He could be full of promise. He could be a backing person for you, like a mentor, a supporter. He could be someone who loans you money, or money could be coming in for you. There might be a pay increase or a job offer or a loan or even a bequeathment or something from someone you know. This one here, the Seven of Pentacles, tells us that we do hard work, and if we work hard and diligently, especially at our careers or the way we choose to invest money or how we learn to work with money in our life, the dividends eventually pay off through hard labor and logical thinking and deployment of our energy field. He is showing success. He has worked hard. He is like getting the harvest. He's reaping those rewards. But it's also a very introspective card, because the sevens always are, and they can often be about contemplating, am I happy with how I am earning or where I am investing? Is there something I can change or move about as well? But basically it's a positive card. It says keep going, don't give up. You may want to make a few changes, you may want to grow a bit more, pardon the pun, in terms of how you want to look at your investing models or how you earn your money or your career progression. The Page of Swords is really about new opportunities coming in through communication. So sometimes this could be an unexpected communication, such as an email or a job offer or a promotion. This can be ideas coming in too. So you may have the ideas, and it may be about all of this: finances, career, money, investment. Or you may hear from someone else unexpectedly that they talk about something that piques your interest, or you may get an sort of an offer coming to you. This may also be about you wanting to speak to someone and you are prepared to initiate that and get the ball rolling, and it may not be associated with this. It may be more associated with all of this up here about changing some thing within your life, within your attitudes, within your decisions, within the direction of where you're going. You might be fired up and saying to yourself, damn it, I'm ready. We're starting this thing. We're on the trail. So I feel as if, even though these cards aren't necessarily depicting movement, there's opportunity in here for you to create movement and for you to empower yourself to break free from something that may have been holding you back. Some of you may also find that you are interested at this point in time in looking at philosophical or spiritual or religious beliefs and moving into that as well. Oh wow, see what a beautiful card to get for just a last card to serve with in this particular deck, or from this deck. The Ten of Cups, there's magic in the air, there's dreams that can come true, there's a rainbow of opportunities if we seek them out in life. And I think that's the background message this card is portending. It also says there is love around you, there are people who support you and nurture you and help you through life's journey, so you are not alone. The Capricorn people I know, I never find Capricorns on their own. They always do have someone, whether it's family or friends around them, who are in their lives. So Capricorns are quite a well respected and enjoyed astrological sign. So let's move into these cards and see what comes out for you here, Capricorn. This is for May 2021, and remember, you can use these for any timeline or reading. You can come back to them. They'll be active for some time anyhow. The throat chakra, the angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth, which makes sense to me because we had just talking about that one, which is about speaking. It's about speaking up, being heard, not being afraid to voice your opinions or to speak up at this point in time, to perhaps displace this over here that might have been outward authoritarianism, whether it be from an older type of person or institution, or whether it just be from a belief system or a protracted kind of rules, obligations that have been imposed on you. I think you are ready to start the change of moving. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. Now, I think that's very wise at this point in time with some of the messages you've been given too. Sometimes I think, Capricorn, you do work more in the worldly realm, and don't forget your intuitive aspect, your gut instinct, your third eye, the dreams that you might have, daydreaming even, ideas that come into your mind through the strangest of places. They are all the concepts of messages from the external forces or from your higher self. Visualize success, see yourself doing well, and have faith in a positive outcome. I think we've already had that message throughout this whole reading many times actually. One more for you. Earth Angel, you are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. Now, some of you may or may not interact well with that card. Some of you will be Earth Angels who are really aware of the energy of Earth, and you're an Earth sign, of course, so you are deeply connected to our planet, to Earth. You get a lot of energy and wellness from the emergence or the immersion into Gaia's energy field. So when you are with nature, outdoors, at a beach, at a river, in a park, in the mountains, being at peace and meditating outdoors, you are energizing your whole body and soul, and especially so because you are the Earth sign. That was a quick jumper. A father's love. Wow, now here's something very interesting. This man, the Hierophant, could be said he is a father or a priest, if you get my words. So he's often called the Father. When Catholics go to church and they say, Father, thank you, or can you help me? So there's that father energy there, and then this man, the emperor, can often sometimes be considered a father as well. He can be a mentor or an older person, is usually how he's depicted, so we'll put him upright right now. And then this man, which can be yourself, of course, the King of Pentacles energy. Even if you are a female and you're a younger female, this is still your grounded energy, but oftentimes this is seen as an older person, this king. So technically you have 3 father figure energies here. Now I remember that one of them was that way up. Some of you may have lost a father, and he might have passed over, or a grandfather figure, and maybe that they are coming into your mind space at this time. Let's see what this says. A father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or has passed, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. That is truly beautiful, special message for any of you who feel the need to connect with your father's energy, if he is here in the present or even in the past over. So there's something here. This could be a forgiveness message. This could be a message to do with any past trauma or issues that you may have gone through, if there's been a period in time, or if it's still concurrent where you aren't seeing or speaking to your father, or there has been pain or trauma associated with that relationship. So this is the time for allowing a healing to take place in respect to the ties that the energy field between the 2 relationships, yourself and with your father, has. So sometimes you still might remain separated from your father, but this is a time to allow the healing behind and the energy field to be cleansed and brought together. It doesn't mean you have to forgive them for any harm they may have caused you or hurt you, but it allows forgiveness of your energy field, and it allows trauma to drop away as well. So you might like to spend some time this month really connecting with your father's energy, or even seeing your father if you can and rebonding with them, sending them love if they have passed over, or listening or seeing any special messages that might come from a father in spirit, such as things like messages or coins or their favorite song or flower, or you might smell something like an aftershave in the air. So that feels a really special message, and I do think there were many father figure energies within your reading as well. I think that for a lot of you, you are getting an extra protection, not just from the Archangel Zechariah, but from a father figure as well. So very, very beautiful, a father's love. And in fact, it's Mother's Day coming up soon in May. And it's interesting that the Father's card has popped out. Light. Imagine yourself as a being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. And we saw this one here that was a light worker. So we're having 2 lots of messages here about light coming in, or you being light, giving light and being supportive and spiritually activated, or receiving uploads or downloads too, and finding the changes that are coming into your life. One more card for you guys, and that will finish off our reading for Capricorn for May 2021. What is the last card for them? There's some beautiful angelic light vibrations coming in. I almost feel like I just want to put the white in here to give the white light energy for you all. I don't have that many white crystals. I have a few clear quartz ones. That's a manifester. Yeah, and that's a pale pinky white. So I'm putting the white crystals in for you guys to just help with And there's a beautiful little white angel, just for bringing more beautiful white light energy. This one. Listen. You have to be willing to listen if you really want to understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To truly listen and intently means to pay attention, not just to what's being said, but what lies beneath the words. So that's a bit of a juxtaposition of a card that's come out at the very end, like it wants to pass on a separate specific message for you there. So there is something about listening, and there may be that you have to listen to someone else's perspective, and it could be the healing, what we were talking about before with a father figure energy. It may not be your exact father, but it may have been like a mentor or a father. And there might have been something that you did need to listen to in the course of the relationship, or something that they might have been trying to tell you or teach you even. You take the listen card how it best suits you, but it's a beautiful reading that you guys have had. And I will finish this off very quickly with a high vibration little frequency bowl, and we will just tune this in, just to allow those crystals to be activated. The high end frequency up in the third eye for you guys, so that you're tuning into your awareness. Here I didn't actually, it says listen again on this card, listen, listen. So maybe this is also too about your intuitive feelings, listening to yourself as well as listening to others. Capricorn, May. And any other time that you wish to listen to this, come back to raise your vibrations. Feel into the spiritual height that you can take yourself to for awareness, clarity, answers, insight, inspiration, love, connection, healing, passion, and being. Blessings to you all. May you have a wonderful month ahead. There's a lot of wonder and, change potentially, and insight within this reading. I wish you all the very, very best. Thank you for subbing the channel. Thank you for leaving your comments. Thank you for liking the video. And I will see you all again next month, if you're one of the lucky ones that is at the top of the list for the readings. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.